It's the Chin Checkers podcast, all about the fight game. With Mr. Get That Work and Hawk Von Dame. Grab your device of choice and tune in. You'll never know what topics gon' get it on the chin. Boxing, MMA, UFC as well. They discuss who got the win, who took the L, who won the belt, who pound for pound, who fell, who ready for war, who got next. Ring the bell.
Chin Checkers, the best boxing podcast out there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What's up, man? What's going on, man?
Yeah, Playboy.
Yeah. I'm here, man.
Yo, hold on, man.
I'm here, man.
I know your name is Mr. Get That Work, but I got that work for you tonight. So, hold on, real quick. Yo,
look, man. Let's not make this too long because I got an appointment with a mirror to cry in. So let's not take this long, okay?
Yo, real quick, I'm Hawk Von Dame. That's my brother, Mr. Get That Work. We are the Chin Checkers.
Yeah.
And we are live recapping the Khan versus Brook. Oh man. I think it's officially over for Amir Khan. Over.
I mean, you know what it is? I'm gonna say yes. The only thing is, it's just that Mid doesn't have any chin left. Like, he has absolutely no chin.
He never had a chin. What are you talking about?
I feel like he had somewhat of a chin when he went against Madonna. You know, he got knocked down mad times, but he showed heart. He showed ability to take a good punch. He got knocked down, but he came through and still won the fight and scored multiple knockdowns. Now it seems like he's scared to get hit, and because he looks scared to get hit, it's like that. That mental messes with his physical. So if you're scared to get hurt, your chin is is a bitch made. Like, it's scared, man. Like, his chin is scared. His chin is scared, man. So he got no chin, man. He has absolutely no chin, but he does have the skill. He has skill. He still has some speed. But like Ward was saying, once he gets hurt, that he loses all that shit. All that shit is gone.
You talking about his chin? How did my man look like he got beat up before the fight even started? Why was he all bruised up?
Yo, he was doing the cupping, saying, leave my man alone, man.
Yo, look like he went paintballing with no shirt on, man. What's good with you, man? So,
man.
Normally we bring people highlights. You know what I'm saying? We live right now, so we can't bring your hot. But hold on, we got highlights. Hold on.
Yo, my man. It wasn't nothing like that, all right? It was an exciting fight. Right? Like I said, man, Khan just doesn't have a chin. If Khan had any bit of a chin left, it would have been the same outcome, but it would have been a different fight. It would have been a different fight.
Oh man.
So with this performance that Kel put on, are you impressed by it? Do you see him fighting anybody else? Because he went in there and he got this guy out. But honestly, he looked like he got slightly, and I'm being extremely unbiased, slightly stunned by a couple of shots from Khan. Slightly.
You mean he got stunned by the insults before the fight? That's what he got stunned by.
Nah, man. Khan caught him with some good shots, man. He caught him with some good shots.
Nah, man. You lost your mind. If you think that actually took place, you lost it, man. There's no way that that happened, man. No way.
That definitely happened, man.
Nah, man. He might have tripped over his foot. I did see him land some punches, and when he did, I was trying to stare at his feet to see if Khan even had a dash of a chance. I mean, like a Mrs. Dash season of a chance. It was never there, brother. It was never there. It wasn't close. And All right. I like Kell Brook. I thought he was always a technically good fighter. But when you get knocked out over a jab, it might be time for you to hang him up. So even though he looked good here, I think against a young, tougher opponent, it won't be the same. It won't be the same outcome.
So you don't think he has a last hurrah in him? Or you think he should just retire on this?
This should be his. This should go away on a high note. Let people remember you for this fight. You won impressively. It was I believe, a shutout all throughout the whole fight. Go out on this note. You know what I'm saying? Just go out and let this be your last hurrah. Let people remember you as that champion, that dog. You won by KO. Or if you see a young fighter that you possibly could expose and want to take it there, do that. But none of the guys, at least in my eyes, I don't think he could take. You know, maybe a Keith Thurman fight.
Oh, wow.
Maybe.
Are you saying you would like to see that fight? Or are you saying that you think he could beat Keith?
Hold on. Do you want to see it again? No, I'm not saying I want to see it, but I think if, like, you kind of know when you watch someone, like, all right, I see something in this fight I think I can expose. If Kell Brook sees something in whatever fighter, like, let's say he's looking at Boots. I'm not saying this in any way that he could beat Boots, but let's just say he's looking at a young fighter and goes, oh, I see he drops his hand too much. I could possibly get him out of there. Then, you know, maybe have one last hurrah. But on the note you leaving now, just leave on the high note, man. It's pretty much over. And I don't know, man. You look like you want to cry. I'm glad you ain't bet no money, man.
Hell no, I wasn't betting no money. Look, man, I was going off of the fact that, you know, I really like Khan. I feel like he was the more skillful fighter of the two. He had the more speed. So it was more so like of a hope. The safe choice, everybody know the safe choice is Khan gets knocked out. That's the safe choice. But I feel like, you know, Khan could, you know, weather the storm and, possibly get him out of there and stop him. That did not happen at all in any capacity. He landed a couple of good shots. He showed that, you know, he still has some speed and have a little bit of sting, but it just wasn't enough. He has no chin. No. You know, once him not having no chin, and once he got hit with that first power jab, he lost all confidence. He was on the retreat from round one.
Yeah,
round one.
Yeah. It looked like the early part of the first round. I mean, the only thing to take away was he looked all right the first I want to say 2 minutes, but then that was about it. Once he got hit, that went out the window. So
yeah.
But there was some other highlights along the night, man. I don't know. Did you watch the undercard a bit?
I watched the undercard. I watched almost all the fights.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with anybody's name, but I watched the fights.
Normally, we don't find out about people across the water till they already pretty much arrived. So it was cool to see Brandon Stingray. You know, he went out there, looked good, looked impressive. Long, lanky middleweight, kind of gives me the Ryan Garcia vibes. Very snappy with his punches, moves well. Doesn't have the best defense, kind of very straightforward, but I thought he looked super impressive, man. I liked him the way he looked, which made me go, while the event was going on, go look up some of his other fights. And Brad Ray, man, the kick of fight, man. The kick of fight.
Yeah, he was pretty good, man. I actually walked to the kitchen to make myself a sandwich before the fight started. Came back, the fight was done. So I seen the highlights of what he's done to that, his opponent. So yeah, he seems good. He seems good.
A little snap to him, and another person on the undercard, super impressive. Natasha Jonas. Shout out to her becoming a world champion, moving up and winning impressively by knockout.
Yeah.
Knockout. Man, cute girl too, but she looks super impressive in there. We want to have you on the show, so come through whenever y'all want. Come on.
What did you think about the very first fight? Jermaine Brown against whatever that guy name was that he was in with.
It was a decent fight, man. I kind of looked at the other guy, and the guy was just waiting around too long. He was just waiting there. He was trying to time him with the uppercut and counterpunch him, and he waited pretty much the whole fight. Now, I'd never seen the guy fight before, but unless you got a lot of snap and a lot of power to your punches, that plan of just sitting there trying to counter someone is a bad plan if they're being super aggressive. If they're throwing 5 punches to your one counter and you're not a super knockout artist and you don't have that type of pop, and it didn't show that he did, that's a bad formula, man. What did you think about it?
Yo, I thought it was a good fight. I had a lot of criticism from both fighters. So Brown, really all he had to do was stay away from that guy's right side and just stay, where his jab is and work from there. Because like you said, this guy was only trying to time that uppercut. Yeah. That's really all he had to worry about. That was it. And he still came straight at him at times. I was like, yo, go on the angle, stay away from his right hand, and you're gonna get this guy. And he hurt him with a couple of shots, but you can see that he doesn't have power like that. Yeah. If he had power, he probably would have stopped him. My criticism for the other guy was throw more, stop doing the same shit over and over, stop doing the uppercut. It is a good tactic, but you're doing it too much. It's good, and you're doing it too much. They're gonna catch on because that's the only punch that you're trying to tag him with, which it was a smart punch. Yeah, but you're doing it too much. You got to mix it up a little more.
Yeah,
that
was my. We almost had the same criticism. You know what I mean? Also, what was his name? G-Man.
Yeah,
his nickname.
Yeah,
he was coming straight in.
That's what exactly.
He didn't faint or nothing. So like what you were saying, he could have mixed it up more. Hopefully now he sees a little of what he was doing. And for me, when a guy has that style where you're rangy and you're trying to live off your space and you're not a power puncher, do not sit there and throw one punch. You got to do the Paul Williams, the Margarito type of thing where you can stay rangy, but you got to throw, like, for every 5 punches he throws, you got to double the punch output.
Right.
So, yeah, that to me, that fight was a decent fight, but I was just super impressed with Natasha. To me, that was a big thing, and I want to see what more is going to come from Brad Ray. So, that was pretty much it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a good night for boxing, especially for the UK fans. It was a great night for me. It wasn't. Well, actually, no, it wasn't a great night to see my mans lose, but it was still a great night of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I already knew what I was getting in there with. Anybody who goes with Khan, you know what you're getting in there with. That's the risk of Khan not having a chin. Yeah. So it is what it is.
He's been that way his whole career, so it's nothing new.
Right. Right. Yeah. He could have been outboxing Kel all the way up to the 11th to 12th round, and I still would have been worried because he can get hit with one punch and that'd be it.
Yeah, definitely. That seems to be his whole MO. So at this point, everyone should, put up their clothes, put up their gloves, and that's it, man. It's time to go. No curtain call.
Well, we talked about how unimpressive Khan looked. Before we get out of here, I'm going to just give it back over to Kell Brook, give him his props. He went in there, did what he's supposed to do. He looked tough. I think he should leave on that note, but if he was to fight anybody else, I'm going to say this. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to see a Kell Brook and Sean Porter rematch. I would love to see that fight.
He's one of the very few people that looked good against a prime Sean Porter.
Yeah.
And he did have Sean pretty timed well and did pretty good too. You guys I think did good too, but this is also the later part of Sean's career. But I think if they did fight again in the rematch, I'm going with Showtime. I'm going with Porter, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Porter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Porter.
So, that makes no sense. How did you go with Amir Khan over Brook, but they won, and now you go? Oh, come on, man. I don't get it.
All right. Sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go with your heart. So I went with my heart on that one, but yeah, I'm not can't do that all the time, man. Can't do that all the time.
Yeah. All right, Playboy. I guess that's it. But before we leave, man, congratulations to all the champs. But this is one final.
Yeah, like.
Oh man, this is Kell Brook right now.
Oh man, the disrespect. Guys, we're not going to be too long. We got about to get out of here, but we want to also mention that we're going to start going back on podcasts. So if you like to just listen to us talk that shit, we're going to start posting again, on podcasts. And yeah, we appreciate all the support, man, all the support and the love, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Everyone, make sure to hit the subscribe button, the alert button, so whenever we do come live, you can jump on with us. I want to appreciate my man Jules in the check-in, man. If you ever want to come on with us, hit us up. We're very active on all social medias. Yeah. TikTok, Click Clock, whatever there is. If there's an app, we are on it, man. Hit us up. Anything else, Playboy?
Nah, man. About to get to my mirror and cry, and yeah, that's about it for me.
Real quick, man. Real quick.
This.
Yo, later, Playboy.
Later, man.